She admitted to shooting Gannon, and it still didn't matter. The jury heard it, the evidence was there, and the conviction is still gone. So if you're sitting here thinking, how does that even make sense? You're not alone, because this is one of those cases where what feels right and what the law requires are two completely different things. Hey y'all, so very quickly, this conviction was overturned because of a legal issue with the jury. That's it. That's all you need to know for this video. But if you're sitting there like, wait, what was the issue exactly? I've got you. That full breakdown is linked right at the top. Because what people are really asking right now is, why didn't the evidence matter? Because this wasn't a weak case. Based on what was presented during the trial, the jury heard a recorded statement where Letitia Stout admitted to shooting Gannon. Not speculation, not interpretation, her own words. And for most people, that's where the conversation ends. Also, because let's be honest for a second, this doesn't sit right. You hear confession and think, that's it? Case closed. No debate, no gray area. So when people hear that the conviction was overturned anyway, it feels like something broke. And in a way, it did. Just not in the way people think. The legal system is not designed to decide what feels true. It's designed to make sure the process is fair, and those are not the same thing. Because according to the appellate decision, this wasn't about whether she did it, it was about whether the trial itself was valid. And the court said it wasn't. This is the part that's hard to accept. When there's a fundamental problem with how a trial was conducted, everything that happened inside that trial becomes questionable. Even strong evidence, even testimony, even a confession. Because the law doesn't say, well, the evidence was convincing, so we'll just let it slide. It says, if the process wasn't fair, the result doesn't count. And this is where everything separates. There's what people believe happened, and then there's what the law can uphold. And those two things do not always line up. That's why you can have a case that feels completely clear and still see the conviction disappear. What this means now is not that the case is gone. It means the process has to start over. A new jury, a new trial, a new evaluation of the same evidence, but this time under conditions that the court considers fair. This is one of those moments where the system does exactly what it's supposed to do, and it still feels wrong. Because justice emotionally and justice legally don't always look the same. And for Gannon's family, that difference means something very real. It means going through this again, hearing it again, living it again. A confession didn't decide this case. The process did. And now, that process has to happen all over again. I've been reading through your comments, and I see the frustration. I really do. This feels like a justice issue, but legally, this wasn't about choosing a defendant over a victim. It was about whether the trial itself followed the rules. And when those rules aren't followed, this is what happens. And that's it for this recap. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Thank you for watching and supporting me. Be sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and click the bell so you don't miss any of my recaps. And remember, stay safe, stay curious, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, y'all.